Hey guys, my name's Chase Durham. I'm the high school minister here at Cottonwood, and camp is right around the corner, and we are very excited. We're hopeful and prayerful to see the Lord move in a powerful way and just get to experience His presence as tangibly as we got to last year. And so I have a couple things for you guys just in preparation for camp. First is our theme this year is kingdom. So it comes from that Colossians passage where it says we're delivered from the domain of darkness and transferred to the kingdom of the beloved Son. And then also we're going to be looking at the Matthew 13 parables, how it says the kingdom of heaven is like this. And so we're going to be constantly discussing that. And so a big theme of the week is going to be testimonies. We're going to be seeing how men and women have been delivered from this domain of darkness and transferred into the kingdom of light by the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so we are super excited to see how that goes. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the discipleship aspect of being a leader. So there are a few areas of discipleship that are going to happen. The first one being the one-on-ones. We've gotten a lot of feedback from you guys that one-on-ones can be kind of awkward because we give you guys a sheet of paper to fill out. The sheet of paper that we give you, they are just simply questions to help guide the conversation. You do not have to be restricted to that, but they are just there to help guide the conversation. Don't view them as handcuffs. Just have a conversation, get to the heart of these kids. And that's the biggest thing of discipling kids is getting to their heart. So pretend like you're this surgeon and you're just trying to figure out the root of everything that is going on in that student's life. So ask questions. Don't just teach them stuff, but rather ask questions to expose what's going on in their lives. The second aspect is small group discussion after a rally. So last year, if you guys remember, or if you were there, the rallies went kind of long, and so small group time was cut down. This year, hopefully we fixed that. We allowed for more time for small group discussion, so that way you guys won't be as rushed. So you will greatly benefit from that. The other part is after the service, a lot of the times the Lord just blows up some kids, and they want to come and talk to you one-on-one, which is great, and we love that. However, make sure you go and do your small group first and then meet with that student afterwards, because if you just meet with that student and neglect the rest of your group, those other kids miss out on discussion. So if a student approaches you wanting to talk one-on-one, say let's talk after small group discussion, and I can't wait to hear what the Lord's doing with you. With discipleship, there will always be, at least some in every group, a harmful sin that gets confessed. And so obviously all sin is harmful because all sin goes against God, but we're talking about the sins like sex, drug abuse, suicidal thoughts, any kind of abuse for that matter, those more harmful sins with immediate results kind of deal. If a student confesses something like that, you need to let them know that you're going to have to tell us because you love them. So don't ever let a student try and say, promise you won't tell anybody what I'm going to tell you. We just can't make that promise. The promise that you could make them is, I promise to do with this information what is best for you. And most every time the student is still going to confess that because they know that there's something wrong with them and they do want help. So if anybody confesses a potentially harmful sin, please bring that to us as quickly as possible, and we will help handle that situation. And then lastly, responsibilities this year. There's a couple things that are going to be in your leader guides, but the four things I want to highlight are, if you're a middle school leader, you always have to be with your group. They can never be alone. So if you're a middle school leader, always be with your group. If you're a high school leader, they are allowed to go off without you, but they have to be in 3 or more. Just so that way, one-on-one, male, female is not sneaking off somewhere. Always have to be in at least a group of 3. The third responsibility I want to highlight is this year when we arrive at camp on Sunday evening, we are not going to do a rules rally or anything. We're going to do rules on the bus. So on the bus packet, there will be all the rules. And so if you are a bus leader or if you are helping a bus leader, just be aware that we are going to give the students the rules on the bus before we even arrive at camp. And then the last thing, we tell you guys this for D-Now, for camp and everything like that, do not give the kids the camp shirt until the very last day, because we will have a big group picture at the very last day, and we don't want kids to have already sweated it out and got it dirty. So that's all I got for you guys. Please be in prayer already, just prayer against the enemy and prayer that we will meet with the living God this week at camp. I'm excited to see you guys. Can't wait.
Cool. It was like 5:15.
Great.